All right, this is Melissa, the bread geek, doing a little review on the Sun Oven. I tried this out yesterday. To be honest, I was given the Sun Oven by Honeyville Farms to test and try out. I thought I was going to hate it, to be honest, but I love it. Let me tell you a little bit about it, show you how it works, how easy it is to use, and some of the pros and cons. So right off the bat, it looks like it's a little bit bulky, right? But it's actually very light, very compact. It sets up and packs up very easy. It's got this nice handle for carrying and storing. This little flap right here, this little strap holds down the reflectors. Let me show you how easy it is to set that up. I can do it with one hand while I video. So I'm just going to open this up, kind of let the reflectors just kind of fall open here. You can see how easy that is to set up. There are the reflectors. It's got a little temperature gauge to tell you the temperature of your oven, which is really great. These little handles that seal the door shut, little rubber gasket for opening and closing the door. The glass door lets you see what's cooking inside. It's got this little tray, which is actually it swings and it adjusts, because if you look around the back, there's this little kind of tent pole feature here where you can adjust the height of the tent pole that allows you to tilt your sun oven to face the sun. If your sun's kind of lowering on the horizon, you can tilt it up higher to get the reflected sunlight into your sun oven. So all of that was really great, really simple. And here are the two things that I would take into consideration. If you live in a really windy place, you might want to consider finding ways to either anchor it or a way to adjust for that, because these big reflectors kind of make for nice wings. If the wind's blowing very ferociously, the sun oven, like I said, it's not very heavy. So unless you've got something heavy weighing it down inside it could take flight. So I couldn't use it for a few days because we have pretty strong winds where we live on occasion, and I had to kind of be careful of that. Another thing is, this is my favorite pan. It's a cast iron pan made by this company. I love this thing. It's my favorite thing to use. The only problem with using it in the sun oven, though, is if you can notice the cast iron's fairly thick. When I had the bread rising in here and I put it in the sun oven, I'd gotten the sun oven up to about 350 degrees. That took about 30-40 minutes to preheat. When I put my loaf pan, in here, into the actual oven, what I experienced was the temperature dropped about 50 degrees and struggled to raise again from there, because I believe that the thickness of my pan absorbed a lot of the heat. It took a lot of the heat from the oven to heat the pan and stabilize temperature that way. So probably next time I might try using some of my thinner, maybe aluminum type pans, so that it doesn't absorb so much of the heat that way. The other thing I'm going to try next time, I baked only one loaf this time, but I do believe that if I had two pans side by side, I could do two at a time. I don't usually ever bake just one loaf at a time. So I'm not sure how that will work, if it will absorb too much of the heat having so much dough inside, if it will drop the temperature too much. That will take a little bit more experimentation. So really, those are the only things that I would say about it. It was really great, really nice to be able to be outside. You could be outside gardening or playing with your kids, or doing any number of things outside, and have your oven going and not be heating up your house on a really hot day, which was wonderful yesterday. So yep, let me just show you how quick it is to clean up afterwards. I took out my bread, I closed the door, and voila, we're cleaned. We're good to go. All right, that's my review on the sun oven. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I know these are available at Honeyville Farms. I'm not sure some of the other locations, but you can look up the Honeyville website and look for some there. Obviously the sun oven website as well. So hope this was helpful, and happy baking.